do it.
There's too many fucking comedians. Like,
Too
whereas I
many.
saw your bill was like, 10 people. Next day, 10 different people. Next day, 10 different fucking people. Like, there's too many out there now.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just assume that we know them all when we probably don't.
Exactly, but the problem is we're the new ones, so they probably hate
Oh God,
us.
brand new out the box.
Yeah, but you say that, I think we're already damaged. I don't think you are new out of the box. I think the box is trodden
Yeah,
on
well,
before you
of
even get
course.
to come out the packaging. That's like why you get into comedy. You've
Yeah,
got to
no,
be a little bit
literally,
broken.
literally.
Uh,
You absolutely have to. Well, my whole set's about being broken. So I mean, come on,
oh,
literally.
good. I mean, I've said this on the last couple of episodes. I wish I could write happy comedy. All my comedy is dark and depressing. And, you know,
Well, it's like when I come off stage and someone goes to me, "I love a bit of trauma," and I'm like, "Really? I didn't realize there was that much trauma in there." Okay, that's just my life.
I love hearing about someone's really shit life. It makes me feel better
Yeah.
about my own. Oh,
Keep writing about that trauma, honey, and I'm like, I'm just telling stories. Is it true? Is it traumatic? Is it
they
good?
were the
Yeah, of course
highlights of
not.
my life.
Yeah, literally. I'm just sort of sharing some memories. It's not meant to be trauma.
Oh, I do love it. I do love it. So, Ellie, look, cheers for coming on. I really like appreciate it.
Thank you for
Like,
having me.
no worries, dude. I was saying, like, I'm speaking to Royston, gigging with him. Fuck you, Royston. I'm chucking that in every episode now because
Love
he keeps
Royston.
telling me off for like doing the same jokes. So every episode now, I'm
How
just
was
telling him
he?
to go fuck himself. To be honest, yeah, said you're good. Said you was a good comedian. So I'm instantly putting you on the spot there. To be honest, ready to push you off the pinnacle.
Oh,
Um,
I love it.
let's just do this from the beginning. How and why did you start comedy, Ellie?
So I am obviously, like all of us, a huge comedy fan, and have been literally my whole life since I was a little girl. So grew up watching French and Saunders, Absolutely Fabulous, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Eddie
Standard.
Izzard. Always in my house, it was either a stand-up comedy. Yeah, it was either a stand-up series or or like a stand-up show. So it's saying my internet's
Yeah, no,
unstable,
it's
so I'll just keep
seriously, no, I
going.
just
Hopefully
just
you can hear
yeah.
me.
Don't worry about the
Um,
internet. Don't
so
blame.
yeah, so just always
Anything
been a
under the
fan.
desk.
And I'm a storyteller. I'll go around the houses. Do you know what I mean? I can't just, get to the point. I have to give you the beginning, the middle, the end, the funny bit, the plot, the plot, the punchline. That's just my sort of day-to-day life. So
Mm.
it's just sort of in my bones, really. And I used to, when I was sort of a teenager in my early 20s, I did like a little bit of TV acting, kind of as well as
Okay.
going to school. Yeah, so I've always been like a bit of a performer, like a bit of a show off, bit broken, whatever way you want to look at
Yeah.
it. A bit of a
Broken, always broken.
bit of a bit of an extrovert, put it that way.
Yeah.
And up, don't you? You go to work, you get a proper job, and you sort of don't really. I didn't really kind of carry on with the performing and the acting, but it happened really. The stand-up comedy, see what I mean about me going around the houses.
Love it.
The stand-up comedy happened. So when I turned 40, and this is a big bulk of my set talks about turning 40 and having a spiritual awakening slash midlife crisis, right? And I was just like, there is something missing in my life. There is something missing in my life. I've got, a job, got my family, da, 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 but there was like part of my soul that was like, I need to do something. And it's mad, but again, I was talking to someone and telling a story, which again was meant to be funny or was meant to be traumatic, but I was making it funny. And this woman said to me, "Do you know what? You've got a really funny way of telling stories. Like you should write this down and get it like published in a magazine or something,
Yeah.
like anonymously." And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So I was writing down all this stuff. All my creative juices started flowing, and I thought, this isn't a print piece. This is a comedy sketch. This is
Yeah.
funny. So I went to the Cav with my friends and went and watched a stand-up night. And I just thought, and I thought there was no way I could do that because I would just literally die. If no one laughed, I would die. Like I
Where
wouldn't
was
be able
it?
to do it.
Where was
How
the
have they
first
got
one
the
you went to
balls
go
to do it?
watch?
But for some reason, sorry.
Well, I said, where was the first one you went to go watch?
So this was when I went to the Cav, and then
Yeah, cool. Yep.
so in Stockwell, Comedy Virgins. So what I did is I got home and I signed myself up for the following week. And I was almost thinking, well, I'm not going to do it, but I'll see how I feel on the day. And as the day approached, I was really ill on the day, and I was like, I could definitely cancel. Like I was like, you've got to do it. Something inside me was like, you've got to do it. I'll get up there, I'll crash and burn, and that'll be the end of that. So I got up and I just started sort of telling my stories, and people laughed, right? And I was like, oh, and I actually found it really enjoyable, and I got the biggest, as you know, the biggest buzz from it ever.
Yeah,
And people came up afterwards again and said, "Oh, keep writing about your trauma, oh my God." And I
yeah.
was like, "Oh, well, it's not actually, it's not actually meant to be like a sad story, but people were kind of feeling it." So, as you know, the minute you get that little buzz, you're an addict, aren't you? I was
Oh,
like,
a
yes,
million
booking
percent,
myself on this one, that one.
a million
Yeah,
percent. Like my one from
I needed that little high.
like my one from last night. I think I slept about an hour last night.
Yeah,
Like honestly,
the adrenaline,
it's easier to sleep on coke than it is to do after a karate
100.
kick. Like it's most
The dopamine spike through the roof, because I obviously thought I was going to get up there and crash and burn. It was going to be another character building
yeah.
exercise. But actually, everyone kind of, I was vibing with the crowd, and I was like, oh, and I just absolutely loved it. And I just thought, to be fair, this is what you've always done anyway. Is
Yeah,
just you're just always trying to make people laugh. I can't take life seriously. I was the kid at school that was, fucking about.
yeah.
I'm the person at work that can't stay focused because I'm talking about this, that, and the other. Like, so it almost feels like my happy place, like my home. Do you know what I mean? Just where
I,
I can just be
it is, and
silly.
like no matter the dopamine, no matter the hit, like even to this day, I still shit myself a little bit before stage.
Of
It's
course,
weird. Not
that's part of the buzz.
it's weird. Not when I'm about to go on. It's almost like when the act before me starts. It's
Yes,
like
when
okay,
you know
now
you're
it's a
coming.
countdown,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
And
yeah,
when you thought you were quite chill, and suddenly your heart starts going, and you think, "Am I going to do this again? Like, what's going to happen?" It is like adrenaline 101.
well, you're like I'm glad your first one went well. I'm also annoyed your first one went well because I want to hear a sad story for your trauma. I didn't get my
Got
first laugh.
loads of those.
Good. I didn't get my first laugh till my fourth, fourth gig.
Fair play to you for carrying on
And I
though
was
through
delivering death,
three.
delivering death. But the reason I was on
Wow.
in London and I was doing like Soho, Streatham, places where I was doing like gay jokes and shit like that, and I was
Uh,
not reading
Not
the
well
room.
received.
It was
No,
not received at all. And it was like doing like
no.
my fourth gig, like I started getting some laughs. I was like, oh, okay, shit, okay, calm, okay, cool.
Yeah,
But the first time in my life was yesterday. Where I was like, you know what, shit, I can actually make a lit like, do you know what I mean? Like take us a little bit further. So,
that's it.
I usually save it to the end, but I want to humble you, Ellie. What's been your worst moment so far then?
Oh God, I've got a few. I've got quite a few of those.
The
So
floor's yours. I'm lighting up for this. Story time.
yeah, literally, come on, you can congratulate and celebrate in my misery now. Well, I'll tell you some horror stories.
Please.
So I mean, the first night, the punchline that was supposed to be like the whole like plot twist of my set, which made everyone laugh the first time. I did it at another one in Harrow, and
Okay.
it was and gasped, and I was like, and I literally went, that got a really big laugh last time, and I was like devastated, and then my confidence just went like that, smash. And luckily, I filmed it because I came off and I thought, God, that was an absolute disaster. Oh my God, I absolutely crashed and burned. No one laughed, blah, blah, blah. But when I watched it back, it wasn't that bad. It was just that the bit that I was hanging on for didn't land at all. And then I just was like, huh? I was really, really sort of taken aback. But yeah, that's one that stands out. Like a quiet crowd. That's what kills me when there's nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'd rather, a gasp. I'd rather a boo than silence.
Oh, you'd rather a heckle or someone giving you a bit of stick so you've got something to chew on. But when it's nothing and the
Yeah.
odd, like,
Yeah. I can't. I
just,
cannot
I'm
stand
like,
that.
they're not getting me or I'm shit, you know.
Mm. But that's also why like
No, it's the worst.
I like open mic nights. And sometimes I don't. When it's just you and 10 other comedians, and it's all like they don't want to hear me. They don't give a shit. I'd rather play in
Or
one
it's
front of
worse
one
when,
band who wants to be there than like 10 other comedians.
And the worst is when you look out to the comedians and you're like, well, they've heard my set at least 3 times, so they're definitely not going to laugh, even if they find it funny.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I do judge. I actually do enjoy like some like comedians I've seen like 3 or 4 times now build with them, and it's like they change up little bits, and it's almost like okay, new joke, yep, cool, cool, new joke,
yeah, you clock it. You're like, oh, you didn't say that last time.
yeah,
Different opener.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I absolutely love. I mean, do you do the old age formula? Like, do you start off with the same open every time?
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that because I did have the exact same opener for my first like 10, 11, 12 gigs because I was thinking it was like my little comfort zone. It was a little icebreaker.
Yeah.
It got me in the flow and I thought, don't rock the boat. But then where I did G&B last week on Wednesday and I thought,
Oh,
you've got to
who was
change
your
the
bringer?
opener now. Who was my bringer? It was, did I have a bringer? Because I don't live in London, so I don't need a bringer when you're
Joe,
outside of London.
I was laughing because I was like, I've got my night going live. I was like, Royston said to me yesterday, he was like, you better not make it a bringer. I was just cracking
Yeah,
up.
you're not a fan of the old bringer, are
No,
you?
I've slagged them off like every fucking episode. And imagine if I did
No.
my night as a bringer.
Oh, that's so it'll be my bringer tomorrow night. Fancy that.
What then? What the hell?
Oh, you've frozen again.
No, you've frozen, not me. I'm still good. I'm still good. So, wait, when did you do GMB? Do, 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 do.
Sorry, darling, you just completely froze
No,
for
it's
about
all
20
right.
seconds.
It's all right. I don't want to. I don't cut or edit anything, so there's a bit of airspace. When are
Yeah.
you doing G and B?
So I did it at the Bell in the city on
Yeah,
last Wednesday, and
how'd
I've
that go?
also done it at do you know what? It went really well. So it went really well. I was on second to last,
All right.
and I'm a tired old goat. Do you know what I mean? So I got to the end, and I was like, "Come on!" and and I got on at the end, and I was just think I was so full of adrenaline and nerves and delirium that it actually made it go better because I was a bit more relaxed. I was
Yeah,
like, "Do you know what?
I don't
I'm
care
gonna
at this
just
point.
yeah." Blah. But I had that. My initial point was I had a different opener, and I was like, I'm so used to my little opener, that's my little comfort blanket. And I was like, how's it going to go down? And that didn't get a massive laugh, but it was a bit dark. It was a bit dark humor. So I
Okay.
was like, oh, too dark. So then I kind of went on it. So yeah, it was nice to try something a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
But my main kind of storytelling arc is the same, just with different bits sort of plucked out, really.
I mean, do you like change up your set depending on where you are?
Well, I've got a sort of set where I can kind of adapt it to if I'm talking to, a room full of sort of 40, 50-year-old blokes
Yeah.
versus kind of young, 18, 19-year-old girls. I've got different elements of the story that
What's your
I can
preference?
yeah, yeah. I can kind of like highlight certain parts of it. But yeah, at the moment I've got like little jigsaw pieces and I'll just sort of put them together. So I'll either go through like, talking about the universe and a spiritual awakening, or I'll talk about, growing up in the 80s rave scene and,
All right.
my
So
dad
what
taking E's on a Friday night.
what would like be like the perfect crowd for you then?
So when I first wrote my stuff, a lot of it was about kind of being a middle-aged woman and perimenopause and all that sort of stuff, right? Which
At 40?
I could, sorry,
At 40?
well, 40, yeah, in your 40s. So it was all about, like the
Good
midlife.
save there, good save. Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say I looked much younger than 40 then, but no. Um, yeah, so, and then I kind of thought it was purely men. And I was just like, all right, they might have wives and they kind of know what I'm talking about, but I've got to switch this up. So
Yeah.
yeah, from the first one I did, I kind of majorly sort of changed a lot of the like content. But I think my ideal audience is probably, I do like a mixture because, you know, I do a lot of kind of old nostalgic references, and then I do quite a lot of kind of new age sort of spiritual stuff. So maybe
Yeah.
middle aged. It's nice to have a mixture of girls and boys. What about you? What's your
Um,
ideal audience?
how's the old white reform voters? Just gonna say it.
Old what?
Old white reform voters who hate their lives. That might be.
Oh, brilliant.
That
Let them
might be.
have it.
By because I'm sort of a fuck my life comedian. So
Yeah.
I like people who hate the world.
People
That's a
that
bit of
are
me.
angry.
I
Angry
don't
people.
yeah, I don't want a jolly audience. Do you know what I mean? I
No.
want people to come laugh with my sorrows. Like
Of
that
course. And that's your service to the world.
yes, that is it, yeah. It's cheap man's therapy. That's what I've always said, to be honest.
100%. It's like that's what I mean. You get up there, and I think I've got the best feedback from kind of younger girls. Like when I say younger, I mean girls in their sort of 20s, 30s. Like, and I'll tell a story and they'll go, oh, and they'll actually come up to me afterwards and go, oh my God, like that happened to me, or da da da. And then I have that really nice little connection with them.
Mhm.
Um, because but I suppose you just want people to kind of resonate with what you're saying, and you want it to hit a nerve, and you want people to go, oh my God, yes.
See, yeah, I'm different. In a way, I don't want them to resonate with me because if they do, it means they were wrong. So if they
True.
can relate to it, it's like, oh, you're fucked up also. Then
Yeah,
everyone's
where
fucked
am
up.
I? What
Yeah,
is this venue for wrong uns?
exactly. I know G&B does quite a good it does quite a good mix, Bill. When we were talking before the pod started about doing the one I did on Sunday, and it was all blokes. Like I presume I'm not gonna say presumption, but I am presuming. Um, 9 times out of 10, where you're from, it is usually a very male heavy bill. Yeah, usually quite a male heavy bill.
Massively. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah,
And
yeah,
how'd you find
yeah,
that?
pretty much every time. Eh, eh, well, and I don't know if you've seen my podcast with Terry, but we talk about this a lot. So I grew up. My dad had a lorry firm.
Right.
So he had like 20 lorry drivers that used to work, and they were like my best friends.
Mm.
So growing up, I grew up in a very sort of male dominated world. So actually talking to a group of blokes is actually my comfort zone because
Yeah.
I'm that kind of girl. Um, but it's a lot of my content isn't like that, but I'm very comfortable with that sort of male bantery type. I work in construction. I'm kind of in touch with the man's world sort of thing.
Yeah,
But
we'll slag you off to your face, but never behind your back.
no, yeah, and exactly that, and that's
Yeah,
how it should be. That's what I
100%.
that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it the most. You know exactly where you stand.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so it doesn't bother me at all. And actually, I kind of play on the fact that I'm the only girl. When I got up at Terry's Dirty Dogs, I said, look, I was worried that my stuff wasn't going to resonate. I said, but neurotic middle-aged women think we're going to be all right, because it was basically an audience full of 60, 70-year-old men like in their leather jackets drinking whiskey. And I was like, okay,
yeah.
you're gonna love my perimenopause jokes.
I
You're
mean,
gonna
how did you
absolutely.
find? Because I loved doing Terry's Dirty Dog. I'm doing it again on Friday. Absolutely loved it. How did you sort of find the difference between doing Southend Essex to doing London comedy?
Um, yeah, I think there's definitely a very specific sort of demographic, isn't there, in Essex, in the sort of Essex clubs. Um,
Yeah, Ellie's really good at leaving us on cliffhangers. Pondering the next moment, waiting for it. So we're back. Okay, cool. So leaving me on a cliffhanger here. So
oh, so have I just been waffling away and it didn't, is it my
yeah, I don't know what
is
we'll
it my
pick up on
connection?
after. I was just waiting for it. So yeah, what did you find the main difference between Southend, Essex, and London?
So yeah, I was saying, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hear me now. Yeah, so I was going to say in Essex, you sort of probably get that kind of one demographic, don't you? It's very geographical. You can pull out all your sort of Essex sort of Cockney jokes, and you kind of know where you are. I think in the
Yeah,
London crowds, it's quite diverse, isn't it? So you'll get kind of a lot of different nationalities, a lot of different ages, different genders, sexualities. So I'll probably feel like, sometimes I think my stuff, will it land? Because it's all very kind of, it's all kind of talking about my life, my experiences, and it may or may not, it may or may not hit, hit a note with that diverse group of people. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the main difference, I think. Obviously, being from Hertfordshire, Essex, when I do the Essex nights, it feels like being at home.
It feels like a home game, doesn't it? To be honest, like I do prefer 'em, in all honesty, and I cannot wait to see how Soho's going to treat me. To be honest.
So what's the situation at Soho? What have you got planned?
So I've got multiple. So it's at the moment it's Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6 till 7:30. Three comedians, and the venue fits about 40, 50 audience members. Just and to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm just going to go up. I'm going to bring on three comedians with me, who's going to vary. I'm going to end it with the three comedians doing 15 minutes each, because I mean, like in London, you
Yeah,
got to suck a dick to get more than 5 minutes, or do you know what I mean? You got to have a good, like
yeah,
a good platform already. So I was like, you know what, fuck that.
yeah,
But I don't want all that shit. I want to bring on mostly comedians I know and I like, because I know I can banter with them straight away. Because
yeah,
whilst I've loved doing this pod so much, when I look back, I think to myself, I wasn't true to myself sometimes. I pandered a little bit. It's like when you're listening to some right waffle and you're like, I just want to tell this person to shut the fuck up. But
yeah,
I was being so polite. So I'd rather
yeah.
just, my party, I'll cry if I want to. I want
You
to
want to
bring
be
on.
authentic.
Exactly. I've really thought at the beginning of doing this, I lost my authenticity. Just, like to come into some stuff like,
Yeah, you can't do that.
pandering. And, it's like, you know what, fuck that. I'm just going to go
No
do it,
way.
do what I want to do, bring on
Yeah,
people who, I'm not saying I'm going to bring on everyone like me. I'm going to bring on people who don't look at life in one dimension, who can
yeah,
look at the whole
yeah,
pieces. Like, and that's what I want. Decent conversation. I want people to argue with me, of course. I want people to call me a prick
yeah,
if they think I'm being a prick. But I don't want it all just one way. Do you know what I mean? You
yeah,
laugh at a black joke, you're racist. I don't want that.
yeah. No, God, no,
Do you know
no.
what I mean? Like, like, oh, I don't think kids should have gender blockers. Oh, you're transphobic. No, I don't want none of that shit. I don't want no one dimension shit. I want, okay,
No.
let's talk about it. Let's make it funny. And do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? And hopefully, and a heavy audience interaction is what I want.
yeah. Well,
Like,
that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Because on a podcast, you don't get that feedback, do you? Like, obviously, apart from the person you're talking to, but if you've got like a load of different dynamics in the mix, it's going to keep you on your toes.
yeah, 100%. And also, like, on some of them, like on some of the shorts I do, I shout shorts for every one of them. You get people writing comments. Like, on one of my Kimmy's ones, one of them wrote, "You're both as funny as cancer." And, it's like such
Oh,
an age-old fucking joke, but you can't fight them back on the internet. Where I'd
no.
rather do the podcast and get crowd work and be like, right, well, if you want to slag me off on the on crowd work, let's go, bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go. Yeah, let's
let's have it
on.
live. Let's get this on camera.
Hold my hoops.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You can't sit there 20 minutes typing out your one fucking sentence. Like, if we're going to
Yeah,
do it, we're going to do it
yeah,
live. And
yeah.
proper
That's it.
buzzing.
Exactly.
Proper buzzing
Yeah, no,
for
that's
it.
brilliant. So who
Yeah.
have you got on the first? Who's first on the bill?
Uh, Lewis Howard and Freddie Baba. They're my first two.
Yeah,
And then, to be honest, I'm still going through it. I'm still going through it because I've I'm juggling 1,000 fucking things right now. So I'm
yeah,
designing the website, which I've done today. Not gonna lie, I've shut out a
yeah.
website today. It's quite mint, can't
Brilliant.
lie. And but like, oh, I'm gonna go on a rant. Sorry, I know it's about you, but I'm going on a. It's not the rant's not about you.
Please, no, I asked you. I'm interested.
It's your episode, but I'm gonna go on a fucking rant. So
Please, no, please, I'm
yeah,
interested.
so had to design the banners, ordered them, one for the upstairs, one for the outside. Done the flyers, done the cards. I've ordered 36 of these hats in
Nice.
different colours. Any comedian who comes on gets a hat, and one crowd member gets a hat every night. Basically, to say you as
Brilliant.
the best crowd member, a heavy crowd interaction. I'm gonna get the crowd to be like, look, do it. Okay, someone do a joke in the crowd. Someone give a heckle to like Joe.
Yeah,
Someone insult the crowd. Whoever's basically like the don in the crowd that night, they'll get a hat as well. Um,
yeah,
Done. Okay, so I've designed all that. Designed the website, but I did the domain about 4 months ago, so I can't remember what email address I did it because I've like sold a company since then. I've had about 27 different ones that I've had them all signed up to, shit like that. So I've had to deal
yeah,
with fucking GoDaddy. to get that all organised. Um, so
It's hard work, isn't it?
done all the microphones. I've got to go down there tomorrow to check their mixer to make sure that it's compatible with um, um, my microphones. Otherwise, I've got to then bring my mixer down. Um, there's more, honestly. So I've had to order the things where everyone gets a microphone here and they'll have a microphone here. This one that goes to the live stream, and this one here that goes to the audience. So
Oh,
I've
really?
had to do a four-piece one of them. Uh,
Yeah.
Lighting, the stands, um, chasing fucking comedians because like I've sent out to about 20 of them. Like, look, jump on. If they, I've said like, look, I'm going live on the first. If I don't hear back from you in 2 days, I'm pushing it to someone else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
juggle that. Obviously, designing the tickets, putting all the tickets onto whatever the fucking website was, and do you know what I mean? Like doing the advertising, getting the reels. It's yeah, 100 miles a fucking hour.
Work.
But
Yeah.
you know, hopefully it's
It'll be
been positive.
worth it.
But in December, this will be our last bit. I'll talk on it. In December, I'm doing all the tickets for free. No one's got to pay to
Oh,
come
wicked.
because I just want it to
Brilliant.
be filled out. And then in January,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is going to be £5 a ticket, but every comedian who's on will get an affiliate link, and if they sell a ticket, they'll get the money. So once again, I won't make
Oh,
anything in
okay.
January. So it's like, look, if you're on and
Yeah.
you want to be five of your mates, like either let them do it via the link and then give them the money back, or you pocket it. So it's
Yeah.
I'm still not
Yeah.
earning from it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then in
Yeah.
February, I'm going to try and rob people blind.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
February.
Like,
You better start saving up.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but by then you'll have the momentum then, won't you? People would have been to the first two,
Yeah,
and then it's your people would have had a taster. So
yeah.
it's a good plan.
But I've also like even in February. So in February, it'll go up to £10 a ticket, but 60% of all sales will go to the comedians. So like, I'm not gonna make from it doing it as the venue. I'm happy with the online revenue. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and also, I think it also gives up comedians because who was I was speaking to Ben at Ginger about this the other day about pro comedians and all that. They can be, do you know what I mean, like, hey, well, these are more my words, not his. More, you got to pander a little bit. I'd rather bring in my own school people. Do you know what I mean? Like, get the people I know I like, and like people who like at the moment might not be able to get 15s closing spots in London. Be like, right, you can come on to me, and like, I mean, you can get a 15 off the cuff because like you're my OGs. That's sort of like
Yeah.
the vision,
Yeah. Yeah.
to be honest, and that's
Brilliant.
yeah, that's sort of the game, to be honest. Like,
That's it. So that's what. So have you got six more comedians on the pod, and then you're going live.
yes, well, no, this is episode 144. Yeah, so I'm ending. I mean, they'll probably watch it. I'm ending the last three with like the three people I've become closest with doing comedy,
Oh, I love that.
which is Paul Ford in Bristol, Joshua Holford in Stoke, and Kimberly Marbley, the Dirty Slag, also in Stoke. So, like, she runs Spitfire. Like,
So
they're like
these are your three amigos.
the three people who like like I had them on like episode 20, episode 30 and shit, and that's one thing I love about comedy. You make good friends doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's my favorite thing. Yeah, the
mm,
people you meet and the friendships you make, and it's like it is this mad little world that's just such an escape from reality, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And but it's almost like you don't like kind of like some of these people like you've only known for 4 months. You probably only
Yeah,
spoke to them about 10, 15 times, but you've all in the trenches together.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so
You're all going through the same kind of thing in different ways, aren't you? And it's like you have these experiences together, and then you won't see each other for a couple of weeks, and then you'll see each other again, and it's like, oh, what have you been up to? And it's just such a lovely little world. I just that's my favorite thing is the people I'm meeting. I leave every gig with a new friend,
mm.
like, and I might not talk to them all the time. I might be a little Instagram message or whatever, but it's just been really like so lovely.
Things like, I don't know if I'm either really narcissistic or like the unloved fat girl at school, because like I saw you gigged or you're gigging with Callum. Oh, well, you know, it's like
Yeah.
you look at one of your mates on the bill. You're like, oh, they're also gigging with that person. I know both of these people. I wonder if they're going to
Yeah.
talk about me. I wonder,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
oh,
of course we
oh,
will. We'll be
oh,
talking about you all night.
yeah. It's like, I've had both of these people on my pod. Are they going to mention me? Never,
Yeah.
never happens. Like,
This set is dedicated to Daniel.
yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Never, never will fucking happen. But that's what I also love. I love cross matching, looking at other comedians who they're on bills with, and be like, oh, he's good, he's
Yeah.
good. How the fuck did they get on with them? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
how's this
Yeah.
guy a
Yeah.
middle? Like, you know, like you do a little slag off in your own head about them.
Oh,
But,
it's
but
brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant when I like it when I look at the lineup and I go, oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Oh, I've gigged with her before. Oh, I've gigged with her before, and you start feeling like you're right in the mix.
it is. But also, it's like when the one I did on Sunday, like you saw the lineup. That was a fucking heavy hitting lineup. Like
Yes,
all of them. Like
legendary.
Terry was on. Like I think he did 18 to start off with, and Terry can set the fucking tone, can't he? Like
Terry just brings the roof down without even trying.
literally, literally. And he's one of the ones. If he's on, I would hate to go second.
I would not follow Terry
You know what I
if
mean?
you gave me £1 million.
I always think
No way.
in comedy, you want every other comedian to do well, except the one before you.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I can't remember this guy's name, but when I did G&B once, I had this Spanish guy and he came on before me and I was like, oh, I haven't seen
Spanish
him
or
before.
Mexican?
He was Spanish.
No, it wasn't Eddie Rojas, no?
It wasn't Eddie Rojas, it wasn't him. It was I can't remember his name. I'd never seen him before and I've not seen him since, but he was so fucking
Oh,
funny.
is he bald?
Like, no, he
No,
quite in his 20s, quite good looking guy.
no,
Um
completely different person
no,
I was thinking of.
No, he was a very good looking younger sort of Spanish guy, like half Spanish, because he was talking about being half Spanish, but he was so funny. And I was sitting there going, oh, he's so good, but oh,
Yeah.
I was so happy for him, gutted for myself. But yeah, you just want everyone to do well, don't you? I
Yeah,
mean,
but
literally, the energy needs to be as high as possible, really.
100%. But yeah, still a bit Schadenfreude for the one before you. To be
Yeah,
honest, I know that's so bitchy to say, but that is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Haters gonna
it just
hate.
yeah, it definitely calms your nerves, doesn't it? I suppose, but
So
yeah, no, it is funny, but yeah, I would not want to follow Terry
100%.
any day
Like
of the week.
he killed it. Danny killed it. Alan killed it. Springford obviously fucking killed it.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. He always gives me advice. Like quite funny enough, he gave me advice. There was a proper bellend in the crowd, and I was going on. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous. I was a little bit nervous. He
Yeah,
was like, "Don't talk to that guy," and I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You see, every comedian who spoke to him, he tries to take it away. Then they lose their focus. Just ignore him, and if he says something, then slap him down, but just
yeah.
completely no." And like, yo, it was a proper reassuring moment.
That's a really kind thing to do as well. That's like really having your back. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like telling you that because
yeah.
he probably saw where that could have gone.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And that's cool. I
But
love
then,
that.
but then he ended with, "Look, I've got this." Like, no,
Yeah,
not about me. It was like, "Look, when I go on, I'm gonna slap him down."
yeah,
And like,
yeah.
it's
Listen,
like,
I've got this under control. Don't
yeah,
worry about that.
it's like,
Yeah,
like really tough, mate, in the pub, like behind him, like, yeah, now what, bitch? Like, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was fucking amazing. So I got one I love asking Ellie. So we've gigged about 4 or 5 months now, doing the open
Yeah.
mic. Some are good, some are dog. What's the worst thing you've seen someone do?
The worst thing I've seen someone do. I mean, I'm never really a fan of like the sort of older guys talking about like their sex life with their wives. Like
Brilliant. Okay.
I find that to be. I just don't see the funny side of that at all. It
Okay.
just makes me go. Ugh. But that's something that stuck out. I don't know. Something the worst thing that someone's done. I don't know. What's yours?
Um. Okay. What I've personally seen, okay, what I've been told is fucking different next level. Like, I did a top 5 compilation. What I've
Well,
seen
what's the worst thing you've
personally,
been told?
worst thing I've been told. Fucking hell. I'll have to
Yeah,
change it because Royston will say I've said it too many fucking times, the prick. Um,
yeah,
well, no, worst I've always been told. Okay, I've I always after this moment I got told this on camera was when I decided, look, I'm not going to cut edit anything. If I can put this out there, I can do anything I want because if they hear that, I'm golden. To be honest,
yeah.
so this woman first time she gigged and she was one of the people on the pod. This happened to her.
Right.
And okay, let me set the premise here. Anytime I ask this question, because I always like to say to myself, is that courage or delusion?
Okay.
Like, if someone does it, like I saw one of Ben's gigs, a guy in a bunny costume.
Yeah, I've seen the bunny costume.
That's probably the most fucked up thing I've seen personally.
Do you know what I was going to say? Because I was thinking in my head, where did I see the bunny costume? And
Yeah,
then I thought, was it Terry? But now I remember a
yeah. I don't
guy
think it
got
was
in a
Terry in
bunny
that.
costume.
Yeah, the bunny on a fucking Stone Island. Fucking.
No, 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 no. But no, no, no. But this is whoever the comedian was got in the bunny costume, and then in the break, Terry got in the bunny costume for a laugh. So but that's what I was thinking of, and I was like, I hope it wasn't Terry because I don't want to sit here and say Terry's the worst, the worst prop that I've ever seen. But he took someone else's bunny costume in Southend, but we'd all been on the tequilas, so it just all went completely out of hand at that point, and
There's
it
a
was
one
just
size
mad.
fits all, win if it's that comedian and Terry. That really
Literally,
is. It's a bit
literally. Me and Royston were on the tequilas,
Oh,
so we would,
love that.
yeah, we'd gone a little bit rogue at that point. It was right at the end of the night.
I do like that moment in comedy where you're just like, oh fuck it. Like,
It was.
we just
It
get
was.
drunk,
Everyone
fuck
just
it.
went fuck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we just kind of like couldn't really remember who was the comedian, who was in the crowd. Everyone was just heckling each other, and it just
Yeah.
was mad.
I do know, but when I'm doing Terrors on Friday, I'm driving there because last time I got
Yeah.
a bus, 3 trains, and a no, like a bus, DLR, tube, and a train. And I was like, you know what, I'm
Where do
not
you
doing it.
live?
Bexley.
Oh, that's a mission.
Yeah, because it's weird. 'Cause it's only the other side of the fucking water, but it's a slag to get to. But when I did
It is
Terrors, I ended up missing the last train, so I ended
yeah,
up getting pissed with homeless people till 2 in the morning. Getting a
classic
cab home,
Southend behaviour.
getting a cab home that cost me 140 quid, 114 quid. You know, just like
That's an expensive gig.
ridiculous, ridiculous. So yeah, I'll be driving this time.
Yeah, sensible,
I'll be on best.
sensible decision.
But yeah, the worst thing I've seen. So let me set the premise for this. Um,
Please,
I always say courage or delusion. Like if
right?
they do so, like getting in a bunny costume, that's part courage, part delusion. I think that falls in two camps.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah, like Eddie Brimson had on. I think he did a Download Festival. Went out in like the Venga Boys golden shorts.
Well, I think that's courage.
That's courage.
I
See,
love
now we
that.
know the game. Now we know the
That's
game.
courage.
Okay.
That's courage.
Okay. And so then you always try and find the funny in it. So look, if a guy does, a really, really fucking dark joke that, it's like, oh, you think, you know
Oh,
what? Not for me, but I like to see where
that's
they thought
courage.
that's courage. But he's like,
Serious courage.
but where do they think the funny was?
Right.
Like,
Not
it's like, okay,
funny, but courage.
courageous funniness. But it's like, okay, so they did this. I'm seeing what they're trying to get out of it, but it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, this maybe
Yeah.
was the punchline. This was this. Okay, it didn't work. This
Yeah.
one, I have failed to ever see the funny side of it. And
Yeah.
so, a woman, she's not mentally all there. Okay,
Okay.
she's not mentally. Oh, I'm really. It's like fucking doing a fucking guess who the people have had on now. I've just knocked off about hundreds of people, so we had to find them
Yeah.
straight away. And her first time doing a gig, the compere got him to pull her trousers down and shaved her pubes on stage.
Delusion.
Illusion. And
100%.
it's just like
No. I mean, surely is that not illegal, but I mean, surely there's like guidelines or limits to
I don't,
what you
I don't know.
know.
Okay, like okay, say like me and you are gigging in. Okay, say we're at Southend, and I go, "Oh, Ellie, get your tits out," and you do.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything illegal because do you know at least
I've
he's
done
telling
it.
But if you was not mentally there and you did it,
Well, that's what I'm saying about the legal point. Like, if someone's not in their right mind, I mean, that's just and most of all, it's just funny.
I know exactly. That's the thing as well. Where's the funny in that?
If it was funny, I'd be going, okay. It's like when a man puts his winky woo behind his legs and pretends that he's a woman. Like, all right,
That's industry
it's not my
standard.
kind of
That's
yeah,
that's that's, that's what we do in the
yeah.
locker rooms nowadays.
It's not my kind of funny, but I can see how some people can find it funny. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's like there's a funny side to it, but the shaving, I mean, that's not comedy. Isn't
No,
that more porn?
yeah. But the thing is,
That's I don't
dude, I don't
know,
know. I don't know,
mate.
and I still don't know to this day, and that will live, yeah, in my head rent free.
Rent free.
Yeah,
Yeah. So hang on a minute. Was the woman that did it just someone from the audience or the comedian?
comedian, first time ever doing stand up, and he
And
he
and
he
who
portrayed it
was he?
to compare.
Oh, so the compere told the comedian to do it.
Yeah, so it was like
Right.
it was like
I
it
just
was
feel
like a
really uncomfortable
it was
now.
like a comedy. I know, dude, I can sell by your body posture. You've like,
That's just like that poor woman.
yeah, 100%, 100%, and I think he
That's
did it sort of
mad.
like an initiation type, like, oh, all new comedians do this at my venue, and
Uh,
it's, uh,
no, okay, no, that's just. I think we need to get this person reported. To
yeah,
be fair, literally.
it's fucked
Okay,
up.
that's
But
shocking. So the bunny costume doesn't look that bad now, does
no,
it?
it's exactly what I mean. It's the bunny costume's
That
calm.
was that was just child's play.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
What are some of the other ones I've heard? Johnny Vegas pulled his trousers down, took a shit on stage.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but I think when Johnny Vegas was like in early noughties, late nineties, he was just a drunk ADHD
He
guy.
was an alcoholic, wasn't he?
Yeah, proper. And I think it was always like I
And
know,
everyone was just laughing at him.
yeah, 100%. And because I know another one they told me, which was Johnny Vegas also, in the Fringe in Edinburgh, he was naked on stage, like on the floor like a baby, and he crawled off the stage because someone was like trying to like offer him like a bottle of whiskey and like doing like carrot and the stick, donkey and the carrot stick, like that to get him off. And you just think, bro, that wouldn't fly nowadays.
That's just kind of like sort of public humiliation, isn't it? Like whoever's idea that was, or if it was his idea,
But that was his idea. So once again,
it was his idea.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, because it was his idea. He
Yeah,
wasn't being exploited.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like,
It's like, I'll never apologise for what I'll do on a night out because that's drunk Dan. That's drunk Dan who did
yeah,
that. Sober Dan
yeah.
didn't
It's
do
my
that.
it's my it's my alter ego who
Exactly.
doesn't
Wait
who
till I'm
doesn't know
drunk
what's
and
going
you
on.
can apologise on their behalf. Like, wait till you
Yeah,
get it. To be
it didn't
honest,
happen. It didn't happen. Whatever happened when drunk didn't
I,
happen.
I mean, they're all fucked up. But so going back to you, Eddie. Like, have you got any like biggest fears that haven't sort of hit off yet on the stage? Like, like
Um.
you do a dark joke, a woman comes up and will smash you in the face.
Oh, I see. I'd quite like the drama of that.
Yeah,
I'd
you
I'd
that'd be a good
I'd
reel,
hold
wouldn't
mine.
it? It's straight away. They're like, oh, Instagram reel done.
Yeah, content.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe do plant it as a seed. Get someone you know to be in the crowd.
Yes,
Boom.
just come and knock me out.
That way, 10,000 likes. You'll be known. You'll be doing the store. You on Top Secret next week. Like,
Literally,
that's the way to do
that's
it
where I've been going
nowadays.
wrong. Not enough violence in my sets.
100%. I mean, like, so Ireland. Have you got any fears?
Um, I suppose my biggest fear is always that I might just go blank in the head, which fingers crossed hasn't happened yet, but is very likely to happen at some point.
I think everyone that I've had Lou Conran on, and she's fucking seasoned as they get. Like, she's a fucking legend of the game, and she was like 15 years in, and just one random gig, she just went blank.
And it can happen.
Yeah,
It can happen at any point in your life at any time
yeah,
when you just that moment where you're just overwhelmed, and it's like when the nerves kick in. And I think that's what my nervousness leading up to my set actually is. It's like if I get up there and I say something it's not funny, so what?
yeah.
If I get up there and I literally freeze, that is got to be my biggest fear.
Mm.
How
Yeah, because
about
if
you?
something doesn't work, you can be like, oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Or be like, oh, I
You can play
completely
with
forgot
it.
my lines. You get a chuckle because it's live, it's funny. But
Yeah.
being just a deer in the headlights, not even be able to acknowledge being a deer in the headlights.
No, no, exactly. It's like, I don't know if you watched the Robbie Williams documentary on Netflix. Obviously, he's not a comedian, but when he did Nebworth or whatever that massive concert he did in front
Yeah,
of like 200,000 people, and he literally got on stage and just went blank,
yeah.
like forgot all the words to his songs, all the dance routines, and they just had
You
to
should have wrote him
helicopter
then,
him.
shouldn't he?
Yeah, they had to helicopter him out of there.
Yeah.
And I just think, God, good. I mean, it wouldn't be as dramatic if it was
I
like
don't
me
know.
in front of four
I'm
people.
I'm Team Gary Barlow, anyways.
How are you a Gary fan?
I'm a Gara. I'm a Gaza. To be honest.
Gazza,
But,
Gary Barlow.
what's mine? Um.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's a weird one actually. My biggest fear is because I always go piss just before I go on stage. Cigarette and a
I
piss.
was going to say, is it pissing yourself?
No, going because I
Oh,
wouldn't do that, but going up there with like willy dribble.
oh, do you know what? It's so weird because I knew you were going to say something like that.
Yeah, that's my biggest because knowing it's there,
Wet patch.
yeah, trying to like, pull your top down like throughout the whole bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like, is that going to be your open? Oh, sorry, I just went to the toilet before, pissed myself a bit. Like,
yeah. Could I work with this?
yeah,
Could I make
like,
this funny?
I don't know how I'm going to segue from this, but
Yeah,
that truly is my biggest fear. Like having
yeah.
a bit because I used to be diabetic when I was a lot fatter, and I've cured it now. I know, gang, gang, and so like sometimes you can't control it. Like I'm talking to women in my menopause. I know, like women laugh at a bit when he comes out sometimes. Like,
Well, no, exactly. So it's an equal fear for me. It
yeah.
could equally happen to me, but I suppose the little, I don't know, the
Well, I wear
little
black.
patch might.
I wear black 'cause I don't wear boxers. Yeah, I mean, I'm old fashioned, so I always wear black.
So you go commando.
Oh, it's standard.
Oh, so then you really you do have to be careful then.
Yeah, I'm 1 million. That's why I wear black. Like black jeans,
You've
black
got to be so
joggers.
careful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's any others? I'm not scared of being heckled because I think that is what
No,
it is. Like,
I like being heckled because
yeah,
it gives me something to play with. It's a challenge.
someone trying to fight. No, not that.
No, that wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I.
Silence is the worst for
Uh,
me.
but you know you're gonna have
Pin
to
drop,
go through that or something. Like my second gig was like that. Like,
really.
yeah. So the first there was about eight. No, I don't know. Fucking remember now. I would say there's 10 to make myself look better in the audience. And the first row was like a meter in front of me. The room was so dark you couldn't even see him. And for five
Wow,
minutes, I just heard nothing,
zero.
zero, nothing. And just like I know
I
people
think
are
I'd
out
rather
there.
wet myself.
Yeah, that might have made a laugh. Yeah, just piss myself
I
instead.
literally would at that point I would just wet myself
Yeah,
and be like, they've got to laugh at this.
it
They've
is.
got are they even breathing?
So would you say
Something's got to make them laugh.
all these fears we go through are the pros? Do the pros outweigh the cons?
100%.
Yeah.
We wouldn't still be doing it, would we?
No. But I also wonder, what is the average lifespan? Not before they kill themselves. That's probably the most way they go. What is the? Because every comedian I talk to, they seem to be going for they're new or 2.5 years or
Yes.
over 10 years.
Yes.
Like when do they
Yeah.
fall
So
off?
what's the average? Like I've always thought when I stop having fun and I'm not enjoying it anymore, then I'm not going to do it anymore because it's not the sort of thing that you can kind of. It's not like, oh, Sunday morning football, get out there and kick a ball about. It's like if you're not feeling it and you're not enjoying yourself, that's just going to translate, isn't it? It's going to come across. So
And
I
it
just think as
is a
long as you're
chore.
having fun,
Like, I don't mean a chore as in like, do you know what I mean? Like, it is effort. And it costs.
it costs, and it's also like late at night. I like to go to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So when it's 10 o'clock and I still haven't gone on, and I think, oh God, I'm so tired. But so to bring that energy, like if you're not enjoying it, you're just not going to be able to do it, are you?
And especially like when you're gigging around, you start to like make friends and stuff. So you want to see them you want to see them do their bit also. You don't want to piss off and like, do you know what I mean? Like
No.
you don't stay until the end, and then it's fucking 11 o'clock, and then like you got to get yourself
Yeah,
home. And then
that's it. Do you know what I do? I do always like to stay to the end because I just always feel like because people watch me, I just feel like I have to watch them. It's just like I just have to. So even if I'm sitting there and I'm feeling tired, I've got an hour and a half drive home because I live outside of London. I live in Hertfordshire, so sometimes it's like an hour and a half for me to get
Oh,
home.
have you done Duncan's workshop?
Uh, no, I've done Hearts Open Mic though
Who
on a
runs that?
Friday night. That's Sarah, Comedy Lulu, and Julie B.
Okay, Carl. Fair enough. No, I don't know
Yeah,
what I thought because Duncan does Duncan Hart's workshop, and he gets
yeah.
like
I think he's uh, in a trio with those two. I think they do it together. But I haven't met him. He wasn't there that night,
he's,
Duncan.
he's a nice bloke. I think he was like
Yeah,
episode fucking 40 or something. I've had him on. Yeah,
yeah,
he was a nice lad, to be honest. But
yeah.
that's it was. I always think like in comedy, 92% of other comedians are lovely. Like,
Yes.
have you met any dickheads out there yet?
I'll be honest, I haven't. I haven't met everyone I've met has been absolutely lovely because I probably haven't let them get a word in edgeways, to be honest. I've probably been like,
Yeah.
but no, everyone I've met has just been gorgeous. So
Good.
luckily, I've not had a bad experience. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but I've not met anyone that
Have
I
you had
don't
any
think
like
is,
white knight chivalry men trying to come to your aid?
with advice or with like just to try in what way come to
Trying to
my aid.
wog one, Ellie. Like, you good girl, yeah? Like,
What? Oh no,
it's just not in your
unfortunately not.
surname, yeah? Like,
No, I haven't yet.
would that work?
Unfortunately.
Would just not in your surname? I just come up with that, and I think that's a banger. I'm gonna.
What's that? Say that again.
I just said words not just in your surname. I
No,
thought that was
exactly.
great. That was a great
Well, do
one.
you know what? This is a true story. When I was at school, this bloke came up to me at a party and went, Ellie Wood. I remember when you were Ellie Wooden.
Brilliant. You got that.
I was like, thanks. So might have to use that in my set next time.
No, I'll redeem. I'll humble myself now quickly. My first gig, I'm not going to tell the whole story, was Comedy Store doing the Gong Show. First ever gig.
What? You're
And
joking?
I lasted a minute 23. And when I went off, the compare, she went, Daniel Farr, it should be Farr because he was shit. The whole room,
Oh,
200, 300 people burst out.
and that was your first gig.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay.
That I mean, my self-esteem wouldn't have recovered from that because
Million
just the
percent.
sound of the gong, just the sound of the gong would just like fill me with dread. Like, how brave are
I
you?
don't think you hear it.
Do you not?
I think like, and I don't know if this is just me because I'm like relatively new and stuff. I like even on Sunday, I'm not being egotistic. I know I did well. I know I fucking
Yeah.
killed it. I can't remember doing it.
No, it happened. You get in the zone, don't you? And you kind of forget unless you film it.
Yeah, I don't film. I'm too lazy to be honest. And
You
I
should film though because you watch it back and you're like, it is because I've gone off and thought, God, that was shit. No one laughed. Oh my God, like, no, I can't do this anymore. And then I've watched it back and I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad at all. Like, you get so in your own head that watching it back is actually it makes you feel a bit better. Unless you do, you know,
well, that's why I
genuinely
think
gone.
before because like all like up to say about a month ago, I was doing okay, but there was there's always going to be like three or four people on the bill who are better than you.
Yeah,
And I weren't getting them laughs. Where I'm gonna flex. Last night I think I got about five like round of applauses. Like man's did
yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he was like, "Fuck! If I was to film one, I wish I was to film." I guess that's a numbers game, innit? Like film them all and only put out your good ones.
Yeah, I mean, I film them not to put them on Instagram or anything, but just to watch them and go, oh, that really worked. Oh, I'm doing a funny little like sidewalk there. What am I doing? Or the
Yeah.
mic's in the way. Of, and it's almost like you watch it back just to think, right, where am I going wrong? But then you get a few little pleasant surprises, like, oh, I didn't think anyone laughed at that bit because you kind of your brain doesn't like you said you don't remember it, do you?
Yeah, unless it was like yesterday, you don't hear them, and you think when you're in the crowd hearing other people laugh at the other comedians, you think, oh, they're killing it. Like, do you know what I mean?
It
Oh,
sounds
listen to this.
louder.
Yeah, so much louder.
Yeah,
To be
it
honest.
definitely does.
And
It
it is mad.
definitely does.
So like we're quite new. Ultimately, what do you want out of comedy?
I feel like for me, it is just giving me another dimension in my life that just makes me really happy.
Yeah,
So I really honestly don't want any more than that. I just want to
give one.
keep, yeah, I just keep wanting to have fun, meeting cool people, getting away from my kids for the night,
Mhm.
driving into London on my own, sitting there with a glass of red wine, chat. I get my little, I get my little stage buzz that I used to get when I was younger. I used to love
Yeah,
being on stage when I was at school, and it just brings out my inner child. I think that's what I love about it.
yeah, 100%. I
That's
think
it.
that's yeah. I think like, at first, obviously, everyone wants to make it. Everyone wants to be, fucking selling out theatres and shit. But just the love of the game, almost.
Yeah, that's it. I think if you go into it with like high expectations, you're probably going to be really disappointed. So I think if you go in and just have fun and it gives you joy and makes you have that massive adrenaline rush for like hours where you can't sleep, that's enough for me. I really mean that. I just absolutely like, and that's what I mean. The minute I stop feeling like that, then I probably won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Um, because when when the fun stops, stop.
Oh, I'm gambling away anyway. Oh,
I'm also a compulsive gambler. No, not really.
oh no, I am. Don't worry.
Are you?
Yeah, I remember without flexing too much. I remember when I was in my pub. This is about 2 years ago when they in the UK you could do over £5 bets, and I was doing £50 spins. And I remember I did
Oh,
2 grand in about 5 minutes, 40 spins.
ouch.
And yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a good
Oops.
issue.
Yeah.
That was proper
Whoops.
fucked.
Yeah,
Goonies.
yeah, yeah.
Anyone gambles, it was Goonies. So, yeah, that was yeah.
But then the fun stops.
And then the fun was I just ban myself on everything. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
If
good for you.
I might because I can only get out 250 quid a time on my card. So if I, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Worst case scenario, if I'm pissed and I go to a bookies, I can only lose 250 quid, which is shitty.
yeah.
But
But it's not 2 grand.
you're not going down that other rabbit hole, to be honest.
No,
But it's
no, no,
it's an
no.
addiction. It is a bad addiction out there. I think gambling
Yeah,
addiction's worse than smoking, drinking, drugs. Because
yeah. Because there's no. I suppose there's no. You can hide it more, can't you?
yeah, yeah. I think you can hide it more. And whilst I don't know, okay, this is gonna go fucking dark. I think more people kill themselves over gambling than they would drugs.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. And then you get a lot of the footballers, don't you, who stop playing football, and then they go through the drink and drugs, but it's the gambling that kind of
Yeah, they
really, really breaks them down.
they get so many. Yeah, it's clapped, but you know, I always because it's a mental illness, but also like I have shit willpower. I smoke, I drink. Joe, I don't do drugs
Yeah.
anymore. Like happy about that
Well,
one.
that's amazing willpower
Yeah,
in this day
but
and age.
yeah, but you know what I mean. So like, I'm fat as well, so obviously my willpower is shit. But also, I can only blame myself. You know what I mean? And
How
life's
old are
not
you, if you
fair.
don't mind me asking?
That
How old are you, if you don't mind me
how old am
asking?
I? Go on, you tell me.
30?
30? Really?
Uh, I'm really bad with men's ages. I think you all look the same after a certain point.
I just want to see if you go higher or lower on that.
What are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, so there you go. Wasn't
Yeah,
far
yeah.
off.
That don't crack. Love it. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so literally, I mean, you're still in your early 30s. So I mean, if you're not drinking and smoking, what else are you doing, really?
yeah. Well, go to comedy. To be
Yeah,
honest,
well, exactly.
that's what I'm doing
What
now.
else is there to do? What did we do before we did stand-up comedy?
But then
How
I
did we
think
fill our time?
I do think like first of all, like, I hate it so much when comedians their first line is I'm autistic, I'm ADHD, all that shit. Fucking hate it. You can use it in your second line and your third line, but don't do it as you're open. But
Yeah,
comedy does lure in the.
the neurodivergence.
I was going to use a different word. That is the correct word to use, Ellie. Yes.
What were you going to say? The nutters.
Yeah, the mentally unstable. Us fucking
Yep.
runners was what I was going to do, but you did
Well,
much more eloquently.
I went for the sophistication route, but I've actually got a joke in my set where I say, "Has anyone here not been diagnosed with ADHD?" Because it's just like, if you haven't got ADHD, then what are you even doing here?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? We've clearly all got it. It goes without saying.
Exactly. What's what I used to do? I used to have ADHD, but my mum cured it. It used to be called slapping the shit out of me when I was a prick. And
Yeah,
that
literally.
yeah, and then I think I went on, oh, we can't do that anymore. And then I went on to my fat open. Like, it's all,
Yeah,
yeah, all. So, from where we go from Hertfordshire, how do you find getting gigs at the moment? Like, are there a lot around, or do you have to travel?
I travel really, and also I'm still in that phase where I don't particularly want to perform to too many people that know me.
Dude,
I like
I've
to.
never had one friend or family member in the audience, and I never will. Don't want it.
No,
Don't want it.
no. Okay, so I had my cousin came to see me once, and I've the nerves. I can't even tell you how nervous I was, and it was just because my cousin was there. Otherwise, I would have been fine. I was like, I can't pretend. Not that I'm pretending to be someone else because it's me,
Yeah.
but you don't know me, so I'm just an anonymous bird chatting shit, and it doesn't really matter what happens.
Mm.
But when my cousin turned up, she was like, "Oh, I really want to come and see you." And because she was there and she'd made the effort to come and see me, I was just like, pressure was too much, man. I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
And then another friend came. I just think it puts too much pressure on you, don't you?
Also, I haven't done it, and for that reason, and also I don't. I think when people who don't go to comedy, they only look at like like they'll know the world famous ones.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like a lot of my mates, on the pub, they go, "Oh, so how much you earning doing comedy?" And it's like, "Well, nothing."
She had to pay.
Yeah, yeah, it's like like so what you do? I'm traveling 2 hours to do a 5 minute set.
Yeah.
They just think
How
I'm the
much you getting
biggest
for that?
bitch in the world. Like, because
Yeah.
also you're entering this new world, this new arena where, like, I don't know, uh, am I gonna go down this rabbit hole? Yeah, I am. Fuck it. Like,
He's going.
yeah, I've always been. I'm not a madman because I'm not alpha in any way whatsoever. But I've run companies quite successfully, and I've dealt with, do you know what I mean, like good, like high C level executives, and it's like the whole like sucking up game. You can't say this, you can't say that. Where I don't know, I just feel like some people go into it because reality's too hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I know it's cheap man's
100%.
therapy. I always use that excuse, but also I do think it is an escape
It is.
mechanism to resemble. It's like anyone who dies hard on something. There's nothing in life I actually care about, truly, that I'd ever go out and protest about. There's nothing I care about. And I feel like do people do it just so it makes them seem semi-interesting?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my rant.
I totally get that. No, do you know what? And I can't remember who I was talking to. Oh, it was Alan, lovely Alan. Have you had Alan on your show yet?
He
Alan
keeps
Martin.
he keeps dodging me. Alan, slip back
He,
here.
he's Alan. No, Alan, not Alan. He's like he talks about cemetery dating.
About what?
Cemetery dating.
So why didn't you just say old Alan, not Essex Alan?
Okay, right. Thank you. I don't want to call him old Alan because he's my friend. I love him, but he was basically saying the reason I do it is because it's the only time in my life where I just feel like seen,
Yeah.
and I just thought that was really beautiful.
Do you know
I
what?
thought that was beautiful.
He is one of the one comedians. Like if I had to dig hard, I could insult you. If I had to dig hard, I could insult Royce and I could insult Ben. Do you know what I mean? I can find ways to insult people if I've really tried. I would come up trumps with him. I just couldn't do it.
And nor would you want to. You just
No,
couldn't. It
he's
just
he's just
physically
a
wouldn't be
just a
possible.
nice, just a genuinely nice bloke. And
He's beautiful.
I am due to get him on. And if I don't get him on this bit, I will get him to come down to Soho.
He's so funny.
But I will have to tell
He's
him 15 minutes is 15 minutes.
yeah. But he is so funny. He's
He
and
is.
I've seen his set I've seen his set twice, so I've seen the same set twice, and I laughed more the second time. He's just brilliant. But he said it's just like he said it's that I just feel sick. I feel seen. Like I get up there and it's like I feel visible, and I just thought that was so lovely because I was like, you're so funny, and
I
it's
do,
just
I'm not a fan of one-liner comedians. I'm really not. But he's against what's the thing called? He against the curve. Like he's just
he's the exception to the
yeah
rule.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think. He's brilliant. He does. He truly does it for the love of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And him and I did a workshop together. It was just a day workshop
Oh yeah, where was that?
for This was a G&B one, which it was really good. It was only a few hours,
Yeah.
and like just before we went on, and I'd met him at Dirty Dogs, and I came and sat next to him, and we were like,
Oh,
oh,
bestie.
and
I know some
we
of the.
yeah, we were. And every time I see him, I'm like, my bestie,
Yeah.
because he's just such a lovely soul. I can't remember why we started talking about him.
You was about to
We've
slag him off,
gone.
weren't you?
Never.
Um.
We've gone off piste.
Oh, wait. I know.
You were saying about
All
why
roads
people
lead back
do,
to Alan.
they do always. You were saying why people do comedy.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Like trying to seem like semi-interesting delusion. I think that's more. Okay. Let me rephrase that. The main angle I was going for is like with some promoters out there. It was like
Yeah.
It was like was it 2 Thursdays? I got mic cut a minute in.
No.
I got mic cut, and I was gigging with someone yesterday who was on there, and when like to be fair, the guy runs a bringer night, and I did say whoever runs a bringer night's a cunt. I did say that.
Right. He
Uh,
took it personally.
he did that personally, but I stand by it.
Yeah.
Stand by it. Don't care. Die on that hill. Um,
Yeah.
and but I got mic cut, and I was like, how sensitive. And then I was meant to be on 3 days after, and I weren't going to go. Like you cut me a minute on, and it was like, oh, we had an overwhelming response, so I'm going to have to cancel your gig tonight. And it's like, well,
What?
yeah. And
An
and
overwhelming
this was in
response.
Soho, so I
Oh.
can't wait. They're gonna
Oh
fucking
my
hate me.
gosh.
They're
Bring
gonna
it
hate
on.
me. God.
So when he says an overwhelming response, what does he actually mean?
Basically, he did it as I've got you booked on, but so many people have wanted to come onto this. I'm gonna have to cancel you. But what?
Oh, so not an overwhelming response to your first set.
No, I was only on there for fucking 30 seconds. How bad could it have been? Like, because
Oh, so yeah.
look, I'll tell you what, it pissed me off a little bit because the joke I even got to was what joke did I get? I got to the joke about losing weight, um, weighing myself. Um, I had sex. I went to weigh myself again. I gained a kilo, which was ridiculous. There was no way there was that much cum in my ass.
Yeah.
Great little joke. Got the mic
Sorry.
cut. Thank you. But
No,
there was
that's
like
no, sorry. No.
great little joke. But the thing is, like, the guy had two eps before me. He was like a 40 stone, massive queer dude, and he was talking about being a pansexual and cocking the AM, the PM, in the evening. It's like, so why is this fine?
Yeah.
But when I do a gay joke, and it wasn't even a
Yeah.
hate joke, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just a funny
It was just a
little,
bog standard gay sex joke.
yeah, it was a little throwaway, and like a one line
Yeah.
throwaway.
Yeah.
He was like cutting the mic, and that scares me, and I don't like
Yeah. Yeah.
you know because
Did you
truly,
ask him why afterwards? Did you say anything afterwards, or did you just kind of scuttle off?
well, I just call him a bit of a prick, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I
And
think that's quite rude.
to be fair, actually, no, I lie. I went upstairs and I was talking to the owner of the place. I didn't know he was the owner, and I called him. I see you next Tuesday, and then he came up. He was like, "Oh, he's the owner." Then I was like, "Oh, look, owner, no, he's perfect. He runs a great show. I didn't want to be up there anymore." Like
Yeah. Yeah.
sarcastically, like because I don't know, like I won't mention the place. I don't want to like. Do you know what I mean? Like
No,
people,
you don't want to name and shame.
yeah, people can do their research if they want to. To be
Yeah.
honest, because I've been
Well,
named and shamed online. Like
listen, there's a new King of Soho coming up.
I know,
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. See how long that lasts. Like get fucking cancelled again. Love it. To be honest,
Literally, step aside, bitches.
you know what I mean. I'm
Because
here now, and
there's a new sheriff in town.
I was speaking to my mate Paul, and he's from Bristol. Now, if you think you've met a dark comedian, you haven't met Paul. Like
Okay.
I any joke I write that I think that is dark, I will send to him and be like, look,
Yeah.
I can't do anything with this. This is all you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you want an example?
Please.
Like, basically, like, his missus, when she can't find her keys, it's rummaging around like a Palestinian woman trying to find a child in the rubble.
Oh,
Like that level,
mega dark, uber dark.
uber, uber fucking dark. And
Uber
like,
dark.
but I was talking to Ellie, he was like, I think people are just tired of like this censorship what you can and can't say, and hopefully like we're just coming back to a bit normality again. Of
Yeah.
things are a joke. Things our job is okay. I haven't said this one in a couple of episodes. Where what is the first documented comedian
The first documented comedian
in history?
in history. Oh, I feel like I'm going to kick myself when I get this
Yeah,
wrong.
this is a school night now, and I love this so much.
Okay. School night. Mm.
School
Oh
night's got nothing
my
to do with it.
God.
Right.
What?
The school night, I said every day's a learning day, and
Yeah,
I took this with me, and I
literally.
love it so much. So
You're
I'll give
gonna
you
have to
five
tell me
seconds.
because we'll be sat here. We'll be
You'll
sat
know
here
it.
till next Tuesday.
It was the court jester.
Of course.
The only person in the court who's allowed to take the piss out of the king and get away with it.
The court jester.
It shows the comedian's job is to take a look at society and question it and make
Oh
fun
my
of
God, I
it.
love this.
How beautiful is that? Anyone
That
else
is
does it
wicked.
off of their head. They can't say it. People can't say the shit at work. They can't say the shit because they'll get in trouble. A comedian should never be filtered in life. They should be
Yeah.
able to
Do you
come
know
and
what? I
say
love
what they
that.
want.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
I just
God,
think
I
that's so
absolutely love
beautiful,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Like,
It makes you feel like you've got the power to fucking say whatever you want now.
not the power. You've got the responsibility to
Yeah.
be able to say, you know what, this is what society's doing. I'm going to show an angle of society that I want people to think about.
Yeah.
Now, if they're
Yeah.
so stupid that I say, oh, if you got blonde hair, you should jump off a bridge, haha. And if anyone with blonde hair jumps off a bridge, well, that's fucking natural selection. That is right.
Yeah.
This world isn't made for you. If you're taking this shit seriously, this
Yeah.
world isn't for
You,
you.
yeah. My joke isn't what pushed you over the edge.
Yeah, it's like it might have been the catalyst, but then shit, there was fucking hidden narratives before that.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so if someone's going to pull the
Yeah.
mic, that is the
Yeah. Yeah.
equivalent
Yeah.
of a lord silencing the jester, saying, "No, you can't say this because we don't
It
like it."
really is.
No, you can never do that. Do you know what I mean? You can say, "Oh, I think that jester's wrong. I think he's a bit of a
Yeah.
prick." No problem.
Yeah.
You can disagree with him,
I think he crossed the line.
but you can't silence him.
Not not censor him. Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. I mean, I can't believe you got the mic pulled for what you said because it's like, do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
The thing is,
There,
that's my tame shit.
yeah,
Like as
that's what I'm
well.
saying. I bet you've got much darker
Oh,
shit than
okay.
that.
My favourite joke that I'm running at the moment, and it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, Royston again. Fuck's sake.
Mm,
Um, is I rely heavily on I'm a twin. Joust Shillett is being the afterthought on your own birthday song. I've never been able to blow out my own candles. I always have to fucking light them for my twin. He's a doctor. I'm a comedian. I'm not as good as him, but you'll get there one day. Cheers, Nan. You didn't have to write in my card every year. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
yeah.
It's all right. Don't
Yeah.
worry. She was horrible. She never liked me. She's dead now. Laugh, laugh, laugh. She actually died of cervical cancer. Came to no surprise. I always thought she was a bit of a rotten cunt. Gasp.
I mean, it's dark.
Move on.
It's dark, but still, I wouldn't expect anyone to pull the mic on that either. To be
No,
honest,
100%. Nothing.
it's
That's what.
comedy.
Yeah, 100%. That pulling the
Yeah.
mic is cowardly.
Disrespectful.
It's
It's
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Yeah, because you know, what I mean, like you got to. I'm not playing woe with me because look, am I being a bitch moaning about it? Yes, but I think it needs to be addressed. Like,
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think you're being a bitch moaning about it. I think you're just as shocked that it happened, and so am I with you telling me it.
yeah,
Because I've never seen anyone have the mic pulled, and I've heard way worse shit than that.
yeah, mad, isn't it? And
Yeah.
but, to be fair, I did say before, if you run a brig at night, you're a cunt. So, no,
Hang on a minute. You missed out that vital
I
nugget of
didn't.
information there.
But even so, no, I said this before the gig even started. Like,
Oh, you didn't
I
say it on
hate bringer
stage.
nights. I will
Did
never
you say
go
it on
to.
stage?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I said it like an hour before. I was like,
Okay.
but I'm fundamentally against them, and I know
Yeah.
so many people say otherwise. I'm just, I don't think there needs to be rules of engagement in comedy.
No.
Like,
No. because
People
then
you want
where's
to
the
be with
fun
them
in
where
that?
they don't. Why
Yeah,
force people? Like I can't. I don't know. Last I was like, I've been forced to go somewhere. I might have surprisingly enjoyed myself, but to be terms part of the play, not a fan. Not a fan.
and it's like I'm here against my will.
Yeah, 100%.
Takes the gloss off of it a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what I mean? I'm look. I'm 34. I'm single. I have no kids. I'm as selfish as they come. Why
Yeah,
do I want someone? Okay, I know in life, society, you've got to live by rules. Why do I have to have someone tell me what to do? I want to be a
yeah,
comedian. I want to go up there and try and make people laugh. Why do I need to have these terms and conditions signed to this to try and appease people? Either they like
yeah,
me or they don't like me.
yeah.
But it's the same. Oh,
Yeah.
you've got me going, Ellie. This is therapy now. It's like
That's it. Let it all out. You've been hanging on to this for too long.
it was like
Get it out.
Springford did a competition a month ago and he didn't get through because at the end of it, it was a clap off and someone brought 40 fucking people
Yeah.
with them.
Well, then it's just not fair, is it? It's not a representation of.
No, but not Dan. The other
Yeah.
dickhead's probably gone in his fucking Instagram bio right now. Semi-finalists of fucking jobs worth competition and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like I don't. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Dan's rant.
Yeah.
Dan's rant over. But fucking hell, I'm only 6 months, 5 months into the game. What am I going to be like in a year? I'm going to be miserable.
You're no. Listen. When's your next gig?
Friday.
Oh, of course. Dirty Dogs. You'll have fun. Who else is on the lineup? Do you know? Alan's
Uh,
normally there.
Alan's there. Royston's there.
Royston will be there. Terry. Bilal.
Oh, oh,
Bilal's Terry's co-host. I don't know if he always co-hosts actually. He did when I was there. He was
I haven't
brilliant.
met him. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Andrews is down.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's fucking funny. I
He's
like him.
great.
I got a lot of time for him. He's.
Yeah, he's wicked.
I mean, like I was getting to the bio for the website. I was like, look, you just do a bio. He was like, can you just do it? Like, all he needs to say is, I think I'm funny.
Yeah,
And it's
literally says it all.
yeah, he's he's a top lad. So, go on, Ellie. I will rant till fucking AM here. I'll end it with this one. It's the one I always end it with. Um,
Okay.
someone comes up to you and they say, "Look, I've never done comedy before. I'm looking to get into it. Could you give me some advice?" And you can't say, "Just do it."
Okay. I would say get up there, be yourself. What's the worst that can happen?
And what is the worst that could happen?
No one laughs.
And then what happens?
You don't do it again.
Yeah, nothing. The end. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You're not going to die. Do you know what I mean? You might feel like a bit of a prick, but in
You
the end,
might die. You might die, but it might not be because you were shit. It might just be for another reason.
exactly, yeah,
Just
that
do
random aneurysm that kicks in that moment. Yes, that could
it.
happen. But I would say no one gives a shit.
No one cares. Half the people in the audience are just worrying
Yeah, exactly. 100%, fuck them. But Ellie,
about it.
dude, I'm glad I finally got you on. It's been an absolute
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
And I'm like,
Thank you. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties. I hope they haven't messed up your beautifully run operation. I think my Wi-Fi was a bit
stop peddling, didn't you?
jumpy.
No, yeah, I saw it was about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, yeah, we'll cushion you now, to be honest. No, dude, absolutely lovely to have you on. I'll get you on the live. And,
I'd love to.
like, dude, we're doing the same circles. I'm sure, like, we'll gig together soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I look forward to it, mate. I look forward to seeing your set. More dark stuff,
I'll make
please.
it extra dark for you.
Yes,
So dark, my
please.
chocolate can't eat it. My dog can't eat it. Fuck's sake. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You're a fucking killer. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. Ellie, dude, lovely to have you on.
Really
Cheers,
good to see
guys.
you, mate. Take
Bye.
care.